Alright guys, so real quick, because again, it's hot out here, this is just going to be a bike maintenance video. And these are things that you should do. We're shaking with it, guys. Roll King Sino here, bringing you a little quick video for the Dirty Left Shoe Chronicles. You dig? Man, who said a 300 tire kick can't lean? You know what I mean? I lean this mother mean. You know what I'm talking about? This is just gonna be a bike maintenance video. And these are things that you should do for your motorcycle. It doesn't matter if you wait till before the event to do it, or before a bike event or a bike night. It doesn't matter if you're doing it during the off season of riding, what have you. These are basic things or basic bike maintenance that you should do. And it's more things out there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and name a few, and feel free to leave in the comment section below anything else that you feel has been left out that's necessary, or anything of that nature. So first thing, oil change. Something nice and simple. Not telling you to go do the oil change yourself if you've never done an oil change before, but it is pretty simple. If you've done your own oil change on the car, you can pretty much you're pretty much capable of doing an oil change on the bike. Next thing is tune up, only if needed. Your spark plugs, sometimes your wires or your coils for it, just depends. That's a necessary type thing. It's necessary maintenance if you need it. Battery change or battery maintenance. This is one of the simplest things that most people could do that actually is a big problem a lot of times when you're out at an event, at any bike weeks, at any bike nights. A lot of times, man, people just simply have a problem with their electrical system, whether it be, you know, their charging system or the charging system part of it, or whether they just straight up got a dead battery from a particular accessory, or, you know, they're getting a draw from somewhere. So battery maintenance, whether you have to change your battery out, or whether you have to make sure you hook it up to a tender and that you got a, you know, topped off battery before an event. Always want to check your battery to make sure that you don't have any issues with it holding the charge. So try, at the very least, try to make sure your battery is fully charged up, and make sure you check your battery to make sure it's able to hold a charge before you go to an event, before you go out to a bike night, hell, before you go out for a ride, because no one really want to be stranded if they don't have to. Maintenance on your cooling system. Just simply, if you don't have any issues with your bike cooling or anything like that, you're probably good to go. A lot of times at some of these events, it's really hot out, you're sitting in a whole lot of traffic and things like that. So you always want to be on top of your bike and knowing if your bike is cooling properly or not. So that's a necessary maintenance if needed. Make sure you got your cooling system on point. If you need to get it flushed, if you need to add some coolant to your bike, go ahead and do that so you can ride cool, man, so you're not sitting still and you're riding and you're actually enjoying the festivities. Chains or belts. Some bikes, of course, run chain drives. Some bikes run belt drives. It's just a matter of knowing if you need a new chain, knowing if you need a new belt, if it's just about that time, if you need to tighten it, if it's stretched to the point beyond use. You need a new chain, you need a new belt, you know, so chain maintenance, make sure you keep an eye on it. There's plenty of information out there about how to go about it, how to know if you need a new chain or a new belt, so you can check those things out, man, on those other platforms, or send me a message if you need to know personally. If you maintain your bike, I had a question about this, a guy who asked, how often should he change his chain? And chains will last a pretty good amount of time as long as you're on top of your maintenance. So, you know, I'd say, man, try and make sure you maintain your chain or give it a good cleaning, you know what I mean, at least once every riding season, preferably twice, depending on how much riding you're actually doing. A lot of these things with general maintenance for your motorcycle is going to depend on how much riding and how many miles you're actually putting on your bike, because just like a car or anything else, it's wear and tear, with the exception of like oil change, to where the bike actually sitting, you know what I mean? No matter if you're riding it or not, you know what I mean? You want to make sure you change the oil within a certain amount of time. It's all a matter of making sure you maintain your bike properly and take care of the things. If you actually do these routine maintenances and things like that, bike maintenance that you know you need, you won't have a whole lot of issues and problems with your bike when you're going out to these bike events or when you're going out to these bike nights, unless you had a faulty bike from jump. And only you know that. If you bought a lemon from jump, you know what I mean, it ain't much anyone could do except a good mechanic that could keep you running. But if you got a good, reliable running bike, it's just about routine maintenance and making sure you stay on top of it to be out here and enjoy all these rides and these events and things like that. And the last thing I'll say, and of course there's plenty more, I'll just say tires and etc. You always want to make sure you got good tires, you got some good rubber on your bike. When you're heading out to these events, you don't want a bald tire where, you know, you got threads and wires and whatnot showing, you know what I mean? Because one, it's not going to be safe. Two, you don't want to put yourself in a position to where, you know, you got a tire that's on its last leg and you're at an event and you can't find a tire anywhere, which, don't get me wrong, a lot of bike events, a lot of places that you go to as far as bike weekends, bike events, with the exception of like bike nights and at some bike nights, they might have tires or they might offer tires or might offer that type of service there. But the key is, again, you're trying to do more riding than sitting, more riding than maintenance, more riding than fixing, you know what I mean? So make sure you check your tires, make sure you got your pressure right, make sure, you know, you got some good rubber on your wheels before you head out to these places, and you'll be all right. Good thing I'm almost done. Wrap this shit up quick. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what I missed in the comment section below. I'm interested in knowing your routine maintenance, what you do before you go out to a bike night, what you do before you go out to a bike week or a bike event to your bike to ensure that you out there maximizing your riding time and having so much fun. You dig? If you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and I hope I see you all at Biketoberfest. Peace. All right, guys, that's pretty. Let me know the things. There's plenty of other things out there, guys, but it's plenty of other things out there, guys, and let me know your routine maintenance. Leave in the comments. There's plenty of other things out there, guys, you know, and this about to come cut grass. Good thing I'm almost done. Wrap this up quick.